Okay, Honey Beach, what's on your mind?
I wonder, did it just disappear? Did it sink into the mountain? I don't know. Yep, Adventure Playground. My kids went there, my grandkids went there. Not my kids, my grandkids. And they enjoyed it. What happened? No idea.
And we do have a new Adventure Playground getting built. It's not a new Adventure Playground. We're renovating the existing Adventure Playground, which in all honesty has been long overdue. I'm very happy that we got to do it because there were talks about what we were going to even do with the property itself because it was so dilapidated. But we were able to get some pieces moving and get these forts rebuilt and get things in motion to hopefully have a opening starting the beginning of next summer. An example right here. You see this? You see this fort was rebuilt. They wanted a lot of money to rebuild 3 forts. I got to give a huge shout out to Sean Hilly Construction because they came in and they literally built it for almost nothing in profit for themselves, just the cost of materials. For the kids, they really did, but they went the extra mile. They did things like, if you notice, these other forts, they have trees going between them. This one did at 1.2, but they had to cut the tree down. But the way he built the underside is that when this tree that was cut down grows to size, we'll be able to cut a hole so it grows through again. Like, we really did try to treat the property as respectfully and keep the spirit of what used to be here, like the spirit of adventure. That's what's important for this entire place. It's to have your kid come here and get out into the open. So inside of that tree, we filled it with like a specific type of foam that will help the tree, because otherwise it was a big gap that was left by the old fort that was taken down and it wasn't good. So to keep the health of the tree intact so the kids could enjoy it, we went as far as to get specific materials to fill it up. As you can see right here, all this dirt, this used to be changing rooms that was built here. It was unfortunately not the best location for them. It was eroded, but what we did is we salvaged all of the parts that were usable right there, which is awesome because all those parts that are still usable have actually kind of aged really well in the elements, so they make great facades on the front of them, great veneers. And we're going to take those same materials and we're going to rebuild those changing rooms on the far side of that pond over there, because it will add that much more character to it when you walk in. These are the old rafts that are broken and can't get used anymore. There's no, I am not joking with you when I tell you thousands of kids have played on these. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Brought a lot of joy to a lot of children. And we here at the city respect that. We don't just throw that out. Yeah, this is an Eagle Scout project that we have going. Huge shout out to them, the Boy Scouts. It has been a lot of work for them. We got all this lumber. It was a lot of digging to get these stairs in place, so we had a safe track up for these kids to get to the mudslide. It's definitely been more complicated than you would have thought, but anytime you start digging into earthworks, that could happen. It's actually supposed to be designed after Tom Sawyer Island at Disneyland. That's really what the heart of this place is supposed to be. You're supposed to feel like you're escaping to something like that, to let your imagination run as a kid. It's awesome. We built this place with that in mind. That is the goal behind this place. Get your kids out, get them away from the phones, get them out here, have fun, go play in mud. We got a slide. We got these forts that got rebuilt that are going to be all jazzed up with a bunch of fun stuff. Summer of 22, we should be open.
I was wondering, did the monarch butterflies return to the butterfly park this season?
Yeah, they came back after 15 years of being gone. The first planting we had in the beds, we planted in May, and by August the butterflies were back. They hadn't been here for 15 years. Now last year was a bad year. No one on the coast had butterflies. No one. And Mexico too. They were down 99%. But this year, November, we had them for a month at Gibbs, and it was magnificent. They were just clustering and flying when the sun came out, and just magnificent. So we have recouped what we had. Okay, I'd like to remind everybody that Gibbs Park was named after Norma Gibbs, who was a professor at Long Beach State. And she was magnificent. She started a shelter for women. She did the library. She did a lot of parks. She loved parks. First female councilwoman too. So she was fantastic. I was lucky enough to get to meet her before she passed on. Yeah, we had a big celebration for her 90th birthday. And they had a jazz quartet here. And then we had made caterpillar cupcakes and just really nice things. And people came up to her, particularly one woman said, "You saved my life when I was a young woman and pregnant." She said, "Because I went to Interval House." And it was just magnificent. I can't thank you enough.
So this is a Lifetime Achievement Award with grateful recognition. The Corporation for National and Community Service in the Office of the President of the United States honors Norma Brandell Gibbs with the President's Lifetime Achievement Award for her lifelong commitment to building a stronger nation through volunteer service.
So I urge all of you, don't think about blooming anywhere but where you are. So bloom where you are planted. And the other thing you've seen, I think it's on the flag out there, is you can fly, and that's the butterfly. You can fly, but that cocoon has to go. So don't allow yourself to be smothered by the cocoon. Get out of it and do what you can. And the last thing I'd like to say is I'm delighted that this is pre-mortem and not post-mortem.
We need the young people because we're getting older. Our whole group now, we're all in our 70s and we can't live forever. So by taking the young people and teaching them, then hopefully it'll go on. You know, it's like the metamorphosis of the caterpillar, right? And it'll go on and on and on. So we need young people. We need them to be excited about the trees and the plants and the insects.
You know, it's January 1st, first day of the new year. And in Huntington Beach, that means the Surf City Splash. This year's a little bit different with recent events that's happened. But you know, they put a nice smiling face on an already beautiful package. And I'm talking about the Surfrider Foundation in Huntington Beach.
I'm so glad not to be in charge. This is just the best year ever. I'm so happy. Wonder Woman, HB Surf City Wonder Woman.
But the year just started, though. It's the best year ever?
Oh yeah, of course. Nothing could be better than, you know, I mean, anything.
Is it a good start to the new year?
It's a good start to the new year, and it's already the biggest beach bash and the biggest fundraiser and the biggest Surf City Splash ever because it's the first day of the year, so everything's the biggest and best ever. Today!
I thought it was great. I really enjoyed the pancakes, little size sausage, really good.
And the fact you can't go in the water, that doesn't deter you?
Oh no, you know, I have been trying to do the splash for the last 3 years. 2020 obviously couldn't do it, then 2021. But you know what, it's all about the pancakes.
This guy is like a brother to me. And, you know, everything I know about Surfrider, what I've learned is all because of Tony Soriano, the grand poobah of Surfrider as far as I'm concerned. There's no one better. Thanks, Tony, for everything, man. My brother.
Oh, yeah. Always a pleasure.
And it seems like Surfrider pulls it off every time. This is now your event, and it just can go up from here. You know, I mean, you guys, Surfrider knows what you put the time and effort into it.
That's exactly right. This man put in more time than anyone. So I would credit Casey here with putting media, getting all the people ready, the volunteers. He's the man. He's been on the phone every day.
Well, I thank you, Tony. But you know what? Those that are watching this, I might have been able to do that, but he was also doing that, and he was doing it from the hospital bed 3 different times in the hospital the past month, and he still was calling people up. So thanks, Tony.
You got it, brother. We're always in.
Everything that we're talking about and doing and the music is also being broadcast on LAIslandradio.com. So
Wave to all your fans over there. That's amazing. Happy New Year, all! Woo!
Check it out.
To say a blessing, a prayer it's actually a poem that comes from Scripture. It comes from the Bible, and it's Psalm 23. and it both celebrates and hopes for something new while acknowledging pain and suffering. And even this morning, I'm looking at pictures of last year's event, and there was a cheetah printed man here named Rockin' Fig. Someone who was a staple in this community, who today we miss and we cherish and we remember and carry on his legacy. Oh, he's on, if you want to see him, there's the shirt, or the jacket from last year.
That's from last year.
Barbara, you're in charge of a great city now. It's all your responsibility. So we're expecting you to make wonderful things for 2022. Please talk to us some.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Jerry. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Yes, all right. So, thank you, Pastor. Your words were, there you are. Your words were perfect. We all know how to roll, right? We want to make this community even better, and that's the best of what we're going to do in 2022. And part of my team is right here. You don't do this alone, but I do want you to know there's a lot of happy things coming our way, and I'm sure we'll have a few challenges, right, like you said, but we'll get it done. The thing that's so great about you all being out here today is the optimism that you bring. We're going to make it a great year, and I know this, that we didn't plan on having a spill, like, you know about what I'm talking about. And so it's in the water. So just be careful, have fun, go out on the sand, celebrate, whatever. We got to support our surf rider. They take care of our beaches, right? Yeah, thank you.
Santa Jack is our oldest today. Thank you, Santa. Last year, or the year before, he did go in the water, and we went in together. It was wonderful. He's a wonderful man.
She pulled me out of the ocean.
Yeah, boy. You gotta be careful.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Well done, everybody. Well done. Good job.
This is and happens to be the last day of the Surf City Winter Wonderland that has been, for the most part, successful. Right, Kevin?
The ice rink's been super well received. It's been packed every day, rain or shine. It's been about 5 or 6 years since they've had an actual ice rink out here, like real ice. It's by the beach, palm trees, the ocean, the pier. I mean, what more can you ask for? It's been packed the whole time.
Thumbs up. Was it good? Was it good? She can't do thumbs up. She'll fall down.
Are you gonna try? Huh? Are you gonna try?
What's been your perspective from a mom, having kids out there and stuff? What's your take on this whole thing?
I think it's awesome. The kids are having a lot of fun, and it's beautiful. We got to watch the sunset while they skate, so it's good.
Why aren't you on the ice?
In fear of falling. Maybe next time. Maybe next year I'll do it.
And you'd like to see this come back next year?
Yeah, definitely. I think the girls have a lot of fun, and it's great. I think it's good.